What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody. It is International Peace Day, International Peace Week, and we are the Global Peace Tribe. And so it's a very special show. You know, we started in April of 2020, and so this is our 6th show in which we've celebrated International Peace Week. And every one of these shows that we've done has been very special. Going all the way back to the very first one when Avon Madison, the founder of Pathways to Peace, was one of our special guests, and she passed away 2 weeks later. This was her last public appearance. And so we honor the spirit of Avon, who has been guiding us ever so long. And I appreciate all of you who are with us. Big welcome to our beloved Zoom members, our loyal subscribers. And welcome to all of you watching on Facebook and YouTube. And boy, do we have a great show tonight. We've invited some of our favorite wisdom keepers and elders, including Chief Phil Lane, Mayor Cromwell, Louisa Tesh, Amanda Waring, and many, many others. And I'm really grateful to have as my co-host Jayoti Ma, who has really helped to bring in some of the elders that we're going to hear from tonight. And she is somebody that we've had on the show before. And Jayoti Ma, before we go to Omashar for the opening song, what does this International Day of Peace 2025 mean to you?
Well, thank you, Scott, for having me with you on this very auspicious day, in this moment of the equinox and the new moon. So the stars are truly aligned in a spectacular moment here for us all. And for me, when I sit with the day of peace, I come to that place because I've been so fortunate in my life to be brought to sit with some of the most amazing elders and spiritual leaders around the world. And this is a moment of great change and shift. This is a moment when we first started talking about this, Scott, we wanted to look at the prophecy that some of our elders walk with, because it prepared us and it's instructing us in this moment that we're in so that we can be the peace we've been praying for. So let it be that way.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing much more from you and hearing from the elders. But as always, we love to start our show with some high energy and our beloved house musical artist, Omashar.
Hey, welcome and namaste, everybody. And because of the topic tonight, I'm going to play a song that I wrote. The chorus of it is not mine. It's something that we sung for years every month in Sweat Lodge. I wrote a verse before it and a verse after it, and I'm using it as my chorus, and most of you will know it. I've sung it a couple of times here before, but it just seemed really appropriate for tonight. I'm going to put the lyrics in the chat so that you can, muted, sing along when we get there. And here we go. Theoretically, we do that.
We are here, gathered together, holding hands. My sisters and brothers, open hearts and open minds, raising our voices and singing these praises, and singing these praises. Earth, my body, water, my blood, my breath and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath and fire, my spirit. Hey, yana, oh, yana, hey, yana, hey, yana, oh, yana, hey, 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 yana, oh, yana, hey, yana, hey, yana, oh, yana, hey. We are here and we're loving our Father. We are willing to love each other, open hearts and open minds. We raise our voices and sing these praises, and sing these praises. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body and water, my blood, air, my breath and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body and water, my blood, air, my breath and fire, my spirit. Hey, yana, oh, yana, hey, yana, hey, yana, oh, yana, hey, 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 yana, oh, yana, hey, yana, hey, yana, oh, yana, hey, hey, Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath and fire, my spirit.
Let's go to gallery view and give a big twinkle. You had people singing. I saw you at Louisa, and everybody was singing those songs
I know.
with you,
It's
brother.
wonderful. I've met many people who know that song, and so I'm sure it's the chorus bit. So anyway, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, beloved Omarskar will be with us back at the end of the show, or not at the end of the show, in the middle of the show. Well, to introduce one of our favorite luminaries, I've got a really fun video showing you what beloved brother Chief Phil Lane has been up to. Let's take a look. Oh, come on. You know, we tested this video before the show. We tested it and it played perfectly, but we're going to try it again because I really do know it wants to play. I really do. There we go.
We give great thanksgiving for this great day that is leading to the signing of a binding planetary peace treaty to end war. In in honor of St. Bridget and to our sacred prophecies. And those fires were joined. The fire of St. Bridget, from the original fire, we have that ashes that were joined on the 10th of July, buck moon, with our sacred ashes from all over Mother Earth, the 8th fire, and other sacred props, Greenland and other places. Creator of the universe, most beloved one, all powerful one, most kind one, most compassionate one, ever forgiving one. We call upon your holy power at this time to infuse us with your holy and sacred power. And creator of all good things, we give thanksgiving for all your sacred teachers. From the beginning of time that have come and taught us to be kind and loving and compassionate, humble, and most of all, to be good relatives. For Creator, we know the time has come for the end of kingship to kinship. We call for kinship at this time. No more triangles, but circles. Creator of all good things, we call upon all those tribes and nations east from where comes the red sunrise to come together in unity and harmony right here at this Gypsy Castle right here at this gathering. For each of us is a spiritual representative of all that have gone before us. And we know peace is not only possible, it's inevitable because we find it right here. All the relatives here representing all those that went before us. We are in peace here. We are here for peace. The time of war is over. Forever.
Beloved Global Peace Tribe family, here he is, our wisest elder, whom we love so much, beloved Brother Chief Phil Lane.
Well, so wonderful to be here and open with a prayer. But I want to say, what a joy to see my sister Louisa. You know, the last time we saw each other, both of us had black hair. So with that, you know, I'm so thankful we're here. My sister, we're here and we're continuing to go, and we haven't had breakfast yet. So I'm going to give a little opening prayer here, and I'd like to say a few words about peace. O Tunkashla Wakantaka, Creator of the universe, most beloved one, all powerful one, most kind one, most compassionate one, ever forgiving one. O most beauteous one, O ancient of days, O blessed beauty, we call upon your holy sacred spirit to infuse us, our hearts and minds, and every cell of our body, so we might be free from this physical world of time and space and journey through those sacred spiritual worlds for which we're destined to walk in those sacred worlds of light. And to Kashla Wakandaka, we just give thanksgiving, Creator of all good things, for all the tribes and nations of the East from where comes the red sunrise. We call them together in unity and harmony as we do the tribes and nations of the South from where comes new life, to come together in unity and harmony and kindness and compassion. To Kashla Wakandaka, we call upon all the tribes of the West from where comes thunder, lightning, and rain to come together in unity and harmony. And the north from where comes the white snows, those beautiful white snows, for dear brother Anangak and his peoples and relatives come. And to Kashla Wakantaka, we call upon that sacred wings of that sacred eagle, that sacred hummingbird, that sacred condor, that sacred eagle that join together. We call upon the power of Father Sky and all the masculine elements of life that are in unity with all the feminine relatives of life, qualities of life. And we humble ourselves before our beloved Mother Earth and womankind. We ask, Creator, the wings of the eagle, the condor, the quetzal, and the hummingbird may have equal power and love and compassion and equality as they had from the very beginning that has no beginning. To Kashla Wakantaka, again, we just give thanksgiving. And I share this prayer of unity. Oh my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal unto them thy great purpose. May they follow in the commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor, and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps to the light of knowledge, and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily thou art their helper in the Lord. Haul me chante washte lo, Shunkmano he meado chinupasapa meado haul me chante washte. My names are Shunkmano and Chinupasapa, and I stand fully responsible before the Creator for my words and my actions. Haul me chante washte. I hope. Well, Mitaki Epi, I think we all know that the huge elephant in the center of our planetary front room is war, war, war. And we know that war leads only to more war. In fact, now we can see very clearly that the industries of this world are focused on war. If we just see the amounts of money right now, today, we're spending on war, and we just project that just at the last 5 years of what we've been spending on war, that means by 2050, we're going to spend over $200 trillion on war. $200 trillion. Can you imagine all those relatives right here and now on our Mother Earth who are dying every 7 seconds, a child dies from hunger, starvation. We hear everybody talk about, oh, we want to end extreme hunger. 99% of all extreme hunger is in the middle of war and conflict. Unless we face this head on, war. And that's what happened when we were in Ireland. We did face that head on. On the Buck Moon, July 10th, we ignited the 8th fire in harmony with the fire of Kildare, of St. Bridget, her original ashes. They're burning now everywhere on Mother Earth. And then we visited all our Irish relatives who, in 2023, in Palenque, came to join us because of the great gift given by the Choctaw people in 1847, right after they'd gone through the Trail of Tears, starving, no funds. They heard about our Irish relatives who have been colonized just like we were colonized. The Great Hunger, where over 1 million Irish relatives died from hunger. Another 1 million were forced away from their own home. But they felt so deeply about this, these relatives, these Choctaw relatives who had married these Irish men who'd come from this great hunger. They traveled to Cork, Ireland, and they brought, in today's dollars, thousands of dollars. They had nothing, but their hearts brought those funds there to help those starving Irish relatives, and they didn't forget. When our dear relatives, our dear Dene and Hopi relatives were suffering during COVID and now not provided kind of resources, the Irish raised over $2 million, $2 million to send to those relatives. And so not only that when they had the opportunity to build a statue to honor someone at Cork, they chose Kindred Spirit Ireland statue, which is 9 eagle feathers to honor the Choctaw people. And that built this bridge that was fulfilled in 2023 when we first met the union of the condor, hummingbird, quetzal, and eagle. We knew and saw the vision. They would be the bridge into Europe. And sure enough, in Cork, Ireland, our Frisi relatives from the coast of Netherlands and from Germany came over, and we joined. And that movement is going. And then on the 20th of July at Gypsy Castle, for 3 days we prayed. On that day, we signed the binding planetary treaty to end war. Binding planetary treaty to end war. And Brother Onongok, who's not here tonight, was there, and others, my other good relatives were there from all over the Union, across the Americas. Other relatives came from Thailand, other places, from the Frisi people, from other tribal people in Europe. And we came and said, it's time to end this. It's time that we fulfill completely these prophecies. Because we know, Mitakuyepi, we're one human family. Genetically, they've proven over and over again. Spiritually, we already know we all come from one source, one sacred source. All sacred teaching that teach love, compassion, happiness, kindness, humility come from one sacred source. But we also know scientifically, genetically, 99.9% of us ourselves are the same. We are one. Secondary things are our eye color and our gray hair and how our skin might look. But that's all. We're one human family. And not only that, we know the hurt of one is the hurt of all. And the honor, the uplifting of one is the honor uplifting of all. So Mitakuyepi, I just want to say that in this beautiful days we have, the 99 days of peace through unity, that began clear back. We look back to the year 2000, our dear sister who's passed on the other side camp, who's right here close in our closest vein, because we know there's no death, just a change of worlds, just a change of worlds. One more thing I want to mention here, that if we continue with global debt from where we are right now, we're talking about by 2050, not only are we talking about at the same rate of war being at $200 trillion, we're going to be over $440 trillion in debt, global debt, planetary debt. The other thing I think is really important to notice and make remark to really look at, there's been billions upon billions of dollars poured into the Amazon, billions, and the situation in the Amazon is worse than ever. From my perspective, in talking to our relatives there, it's time to listen to the people of the Amazon. It's time to create space of 2 weeks for them to come together with their sacred medicine, their sacred ayahuasca and other medicine. Let them talk to each other. The solution to the situation in the Amazon is in the Amazon, from the peoples of the Amazon. It's time for us to come and listen to them, not to come from outside and tell them how to do this. Because look at the billions and billions and billions we poured into that, just like we poured billions upon billions into the war on drugs. And it's worse than ever, because we've got to go to the root cause. It's spiritual and foundation. It's time to get down and put these resources into children, into mothers, into young families, so there is no consumption, no cartels. Simple as that. So we've got to turn inward. That means facing into our own selves too, our own selves, including our own indigenous people. We used to have one Sundance. Now we have hundreds of Sundances. It's time for unity between the greatest challenge we have, from my perspective, as indigenous people, as human beings, is our own disunity. The fact that we have been split up, separated, it even seems like more separated, when really we're one people. So I want to share those things I know I've shared with strong feelings, because this is the time. Just think about this. Every one of us here on this beautiful gathering here, this beautiful Saturday evening, wherever we might be, each of us is a spiritual representative of all that have gone before us. Can you imagine? Right here, we are representing all that have gone before us since the beginning of time that has no beginning. So here we are in peace. So if peace is not possible, it's inevitable. The time has come. All the prophecies have said very clearly, the time has come. But Mitaki Epi, it's really important, from the depths of our hearts and souls, we make this U-turn, because we're going to suffer, and our children and grandchildren and future generations are going to suffer until we do and turn this around, which we can do. So Mitaki, I'm just going to say that much and say it's such a pleasure and honor to be here. Please join us, by the way, in signing the planetary binding peace treaty to end war. We have over now 600 signatories, but not just, by the way, not just individuals. These are organizations like the Unity Earth, the United Religions Initiative, and many others that are joining us. Now we have very large groups, churches coming in, faiths of different kinds, from different faiths. This is about coming together in unity and harmony. And I'll tell you, Scott, thank you so much for having this tonight. And may we all arise together with one heart and one mind and many bodies, as prophesied, and fulfill all these sacred prophecies, because Mitaki Epi, the wind's with us, 100,000%. The Creator's with us. This is the will of our Creator. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Hallelujah, Chante Washte.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go to gallery view for a moment, and let's just all send beloved brother Phil our love and also healing energy for his detached retina. Because we love you and we want you to, have the healthiest body possible. So sending extra love to your health. And I'm going to bring up Chayuri Ma, our co-host for the evening, and your longtime friend, Louise, because, it's beautiful to have all of you together on this show. It's very, very special. And people are asking in the audience, when did Louisa and Phil actually first meet? How far back do you go?
Listen,
70.
Inquiring minds want to know.
We first met when dust first settled.
That's right. You got it. Back in the 70s. Hey, boy, I'll tell you what. And remember our old friend Mike White? Way back there. Remember Mike? What a name, Mike White.
Wow. Long time ago, y'all.
Long time ago, my sister. I'll tell you what. Oh, so great. So beautiful to see you. Just to see you. And we're still kicking.
Still
Yes,
kicking.
And
we
all
are.
the great work too, Sister, you're doing with all our Indigenous people. Thank you so much. All of you, by the way. Louise.
Absolutely. Phil, I'm going to just read a couple comments from the audience. And I think this really speaks for all of us. Julia Stauffer writes, Chief Phil, you speak a truth that cannot be denied. Thank you for your energy of speaking the truth that all of us in our hearts know to be true. Money is a figment of the imagination.
Oh.
So it is not the money that is doing it to us, but an energy with the goal of making us believe that money has any value. Thank you for reminding us that our only value is our soul.
Oh.
Connection to Creator. Absolutely. I'm going to read a few more comments and come back to Jyoti Ma, and she'll do a proper introduction of Louisa. Phil, would you be willing to put into the chat box the link to where people can find the peace prayer? All right. And I'll post that as soon as I see it. But I do want to acknowledge some of our beloved Global Peace Tribers that have put in some really important comments. And it's Janine says it beautifully. Peace begins with me. Grace Denise writes, infinite blessings and thank you to Chief Phil. You bring so much peace to all of us. And Eleanor Joy posted this, and I'm going to just share it. She saw it after our show on Wednesday night. When hate is loud, love must be louder. So thank you, Eleanor Joy, for that beautiful, beautiful post. And that's a meme that came in on Wednesday night. Susan writes, Susan Sabath, we have many Susans. Susan Sabath writes, for me, peace is a quiet mind and a smiling, warm, loving, compassionate heart. Thank you, Susan. Dia Therese writes, perfect song, Omashar, thank you, so much love. Damien and Christine write, for us, peace is stillness. Reverend Jeffrey writes, I bless the world with thoughts and peace. Scotty Satori, he's now talking about peace. He's talking about cornflowers in the house. And yes, we're excited about that. Karen S., who's been our longest running Global Peace Tribe member, she was at our very first show, writes, greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. For me, peace is about being everyone. Peace is about everyone being peaceful within, which would create peace in the outer world. When people don't have to fight to have their basic needs met, they tend to be more peaceful inside and out. You're absolutely right. And so just riffing on that, Karen S., it's so important for us to just do the basics. You know, as Brother Phil was describing how much money we waste on military. If we got rid of the military and took that money, everyone would have a nice home. Everyone would have enough food. There's enough on this planet for everyone. Carol Craig's mother is 93 years old today. Happy birthday. 93 years young, I should say. So thank you. Serena Joy coming to us from Ecuador. It's Happy Dance Day, as well as, of course, International Peace Day. Thank you, everybody. I think last one, Carol Craig writes, peace for me is when I go within. My private meditation time really gives me tranquility, and I find myself going there more and more lately. That's a wise choice, Carol Craig. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I'm going to bring back up our wonderful co-host, Jyoti Ma. And even though we all already saw Louise, we had a little sneak preview there. I'm going to let Jyoti Ma give a proper introduction to one of our featured speakers.
Well, what an honor it is to be amongst all the wise ones that are gathered here, both seen and unseen. And what an honor it is for me, Chief Phil, to come after you. And this moment of truth that everybody recognized, because I know that almost 2 years ago this December, Chief Phil, the Mamos brought us a message. I'm going to speak about it a little bit later, called the Mother's Message. And you were one of the first to catch it and send it out far and wide. You really understood the truth that they were sharing with us, and they're now preparing to bring us another message. So I'll connect with you shortly when that comes. Right now, I want it's my great pleasure to introduce one of my most favorite people on the planet, Yeye Louisa Tish. She comes with a thunder spirit, she tells me, because the thunder spirit said she's got to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way I know her. I've known her. We've been walking together over 2 decades now. We've been through in and out of a lot of places together. She likes to be known as the founding mother of the Jambalaya Center for Ancient Mysteries and Sacred Arts. And she's a respected elder in the Orisha, I can't talk tonight. Excuse me, yay.
It's all right.
Orisha tradition of the African diaspora. So she comes with a lot more than that. And I'm really excited because she's about to open a center that's 13 minutes from my home. And the both of us grannies were there. And she's got a creek running through this beautiful property that goes down to the river that goes to the sea. She's been dreaming it for 16 years.
Yep.
So sometimes persistence is the key. And we were recently over there together with her community and my community, and we're going to do a collaborative action with our prayers and our work together with the Mother Earth delegation and other ways that we can weave in this moment where collaboration and unity is calling us all together. So I'm just so excited you're about to be over here, and this granny is dancing, and I can't wait till we can dance together and you're in your new home. Yay, will you share some wisdom with us today?
Yes, I want to begin with Unire da orum, unire da ile, unire da egum, unire da iworo, unire da. I ask for good fortune from the heavens. I ask for good fortune for the earth. I ask for good fortune from the ancestors, and I ask for good fortune for all the people. In the Ifa Orisha tradition, good fortune is the word ire, which means to be in balance and in harmony. You know, oftentimes, as an American, there are people who talk about what I call the melting plot, the American melting plot, where everybody is poured into a pot and stirred and everything comes out gray. This is not what we want. What we want is a bouquet. We want a bouquet where every flower has a beautiful shape, a beautiful scent, and each flower can contribute its beauty to the bouquet on a bed of green. That green is the earth. Creator had a wonderful time making all of us this variety that we are, the different skin tones, the different eye colors, all of the things that Phil named. We are all flowers in a bouquet on earth. If we can start to see that and love and respect each other for both our commonality and our uniqueness, then we will have balance and harmony. We can sing together, we can grow together, we can be beautiful together. I am very fortunate to be an elder in a tradition with an elaborate divination system. And twice a year, in January and in June, the priests of my tradition gather worldwide, and we invoke the ancestors and the deities and ask them what is coming, what is happening now, and how should we conduct ourselves. Okay, such things as the COVID epidemic was predicted. The bombing in 9/11 was predicted. And when all of these predictions come down, we are always guided how we should conduct ourselves in the face of it. Now, I have two good pieces of good news for you. Item number one, we have been told that he wears the crown of a king with the mind of a child. So all these bad boys who think that they are running the world, we need to invoke that they grow up, because that's what this is. This is an adolescent game being played with the earth and with our lives. They need to grow up. Okay. We have been told that the situation for humans is so dire that the plant people are talking to each other underground and through the tops of the trees, discussing how they can help us. The plants are meeting to discuss how they can help us. This is a time to take your herbs. This is a time to do your garden. This is a time to respect the forest. This is the time to know that you are not superior to the plants. This is a time for us to learn from them and from the people who live in the forest. I am happy to say that over the past 3 years, we have done a ritual to placate death. Very interesting. We have done elaborate rituals to protect our health at a time when the people who are in charge of it don't really know what they're doing, okay? And then after all of that, we have been given instructions on how to secure longevity by dissipating what we call ajogun. Ajogun is negative thoughts that are so thick that they take on matter and show up around us, okay? The one who is leading the parade of the little demons is the one called Wahala, confusion. Wahala is running rampant, and it is composed of ignorance and arrogance. That combination. If we are ignorant and humble, we can learn from nature and do the right thing. If we are ignorant and arrogant, we will lead ourselves to destruction. Yes, I see somebody's talking about the whales. Yes, all of nature is really trying to talk to us, to show us how to change our behavior. So my offering to you is pray that the adolescent boys in men's bodies who are trying to run the world, that they grow up. they need to grow up. Listen carefully to the plants, to the herbs who are really trying to help us. Stop any abuse of the animals, right? And most importantly, we have to come to a place where when we encounter each other, we want to see each other's spirit first. See the spirit first. As we work to decolonize and take apart what has been done to all of us, the best way to re-indigenize is to study what nature is doing and become humble children of Mother Earth who are willing to learn from her ways. Thank you for your time and your attention.
Oh, Louisa, that's such wonderful wisdom. And if you don't mind, if I could ask you a question, would you be willing to share? You gave a few tips and tools. What are some other jewels, if you will, wisdom jewels for how those of us watching can create more peace in our world?
Yes, the first thing I would say, I almost want to make a bumper sticker that says, cure illness with stillness.
Ah,
We need to sit down with, I always have a candle and a glass of water. A candle and a glass of water. And allow the light of the candle, which represents the sun, and the water, which represents the element that our planet is surrounded in. And when you see the light reflecting in the water in a circle, put yourself in the center of that circle. Look to the north, the south, the east, and the west, and try to be balanced sitting there in that circle so that blessings can come to you from every direction. Call upon the surviving intelligence of those ancestors who have put a circle around us and allowed us to exist at this time, and ask them, what is my assignment? What is it that I can do right now to make everything better? And you know, it need not be something that this culture would call big. I have seen occasion when somebody who was about to commit suicide changed their mind because I smiled at them. We have to get in touch with the power that we have, and we have to take responsibility to use that power in a positive way. And if you get up every day and think about, what is it that I love to do, that I do well, that my community needs, and you do that, whether that's baking cookies or delivering a lecture or creating a dance or whatever it is, if you ask yourself every day, what is it that I do well, that I enjoy doing, that my community needs, and you do that, you will be a wonderful drop of water in the river of kindness, beauty, and balance. Okay, and you know that's I'm a priestess of the river goddess, right? And so that's the Oshun perspective. I always want things to look, feel, and taste good, right? I am always impressed by how generous Mother Earth is, all the beauty she gives us, yeah? And I think I am saddest when I recognize that people don't appreciate the beauty that she has given us. So I'm a harmony junkie. Won't you join me?
Absolutely. And I want to share with people they can join you. Louisa can be found on Linktree. I think most of you know now how it works. You go to linktr.ee, Linktree with a little dot in the middle there, / and her name, Louisa Teish, LuisaTeish. And you can tell that this amazing woman does a lot, because look at how many things there are to explore. Everything from sound bowls to her work with music,
Yes.
herbs. Is there one in particular you'd like me to open up and show people, Louisa?
Well, what I want to say in general is that the two classes that I'm doing, Cracking the Ancestral Code, is designed to put people in alignment with their own ancestors, right? And the elements of ritual is preparation for what I call spiritual activism, learning how to move through social issues from the position of spiritual guidance. We also on Patreon have the new moon money pouring, right, which is designed to attract abundance beyond what the feds are doing, beyond all of that. We're talking about bringing heavenly energy down into sufficiency for what we need, and the full moon burden burning, which is our drug free antidepressant. Okay. Right now, I have a situation where I need people to tell me what they want to study, because the Jambalaya Center is going to teach all kinds of things. I'm calling in some of the best people that I know so that we can learn and share whatever it is we need to. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed with a house full of wonderful people. I have doulas and midwives. I have sound healers and herbalists. I have a goddaughter who's a shaman who does brain mapping. We are developing programs for gang boys to get them out of gangs. And, it's fantastic. Come on in, let me know what you need, and we will do our best to pull it together, because the time for service and the time for connection is now.
Beautiful. So if you go to her website, um, to Linktree, or if you go to Patreon,
Patreon.
I'm going to become a member. So if you go to
Please.
patreon.com / yay, Louisa Tish. And I'll leave that up for a moment so people can write it down. And it's so important for us to support this amazing woman. And Louisa, I always am so grateful to have you with us. I'm going to bring your friend Shayuri Ma back on
Ashe.
for
Thank you.
anything she wants to add.
Oh, how can you add to that? You made such a wonderful bouquet. And I can actually feel the aroma that came off of it that's moving through the air, that's going to touch us all. So I'm just going to take a deep breath and stand right beside you as you continue to light the way for so many. It's you always inspire me, Yay. You always will.
Ashe. Well, the place where the Jambalaya Center, and if people want to donate toward the securing of the place, we have 3 gardens on 5 acres. We have a flower garden that is magnificent. We have an herb garden and a vegetable garden. And in the future, I expect to be holding retreats there. Me and Joe T, we're going to put our heads together, and I'm looking to put up a yurt and have various ceremonies, there. We need ceremonies so much
Yes, we do.
in this world at this time. It is the most transformative way for us to balance. Ire, Punire da orum, punire da. Good fortune, balance for the world.
Mm,
That's
there you have it, Scott.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Punire da.
Louisa, God bless you and your work. I'm going to join your Patreon program right now.
Ashe.
Actually, after our next introduction, and I definitely want to follow what you're doing. And I'll put in the chat box one more time for everybody how they can support you on Patreon. Thank
Ashe.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Reverend Jeffrey, I don't know if you've seen the messages I've sent you, but I'm wondering if you would like to, since you are here, would you like to do a quick introduction for your friend Abd, who is our next guest?
Sure, sure. Thank you, Scott. Well, it's just such a pleasure. My dear friend connected, when we were part of the interfaith community in Florida. And this led to my connection to this wonderful group. And we wanted to have Abed on before when Ted was on, Ted Bernstein. And but hey, he got to come this time, and we missed his music. I know, Scott, you said you were really excited about hearing his music, and they're having an event coming up, part of our International Peace Week, that he can share with us. So thank you, Scott.
And is there anything you want to share about the Abrahamic reunion so we have a little sense about what that is?
Well, I'm not a member, but I let him talk about let him describe it, and maybe the event that's coming up.
Absolutely. So welcome, Abd. It's
Thank
good to have you with us. And thank you, Reverend Jeffrey, for bringing him. And yes, tell us a little bit about the Abrahamic reunion.
Sure. First of all, it's my honor and my pleasure to be with you today for the first time, actually. And I will start with greeting you in the greeting of Islam, Assalamu alaikum, which is peace be with you. And I will start with the quoting from the Quran, from the Holy Quran, when Allah says in the name of Allah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. O people, we create you, male and female, and we made you nations and tribes to know each other. The most honorable of you, the most good, the most righteous, indeed, Allah, the most knowledgeable and the most expert. This is the beautiful words from Allah in the Quran to the people. And any gathering, especially the gathering of peace, this is the most holy gathering always. And when Allah says He's the most expert, because He's the creator, so He knows that He makes us different from the beginning, but He wants us to meet each other and to know each other. This is one of the most important reasons, which is to know each other. So we can learn from each other and we can have a huge knowledge. And we know nations and tribes. So at the end, we become knowledgeable and experts. So my name is Sheikh Abdel Salam Manasra. Abdel Salam, actually, it was the most beautiful gift from my family, which is mean the servant of peace. And the peace in Islam, it's the sixth name of Allah. And in all religions, it's the name of Allah or the Creator is peace. And I'm belong to a Sufi family. More than my family, they are Sufis more than 1,000 years. This is the legacy of my family. And I am from the Holy Land, the most beautiful land, the Holy Land, the land of peace. Unfortunately, that the suffering today from peaceless. So we always praying to the Holy Land and to the people who lives there for a peace and love and harmony. And actually, I am the third generation of my family as a peace builder. My grandfather started. My grandfather was born in the 40s, and after the 48, we are a family from Endur, which is abandoned village today, but we moved to Nazareth. It's in half hour from our village originally. And my father, when he became a sheikh, he started a peace movements in the Holy Land with other rabbis as Muslims, Jewish and Christians, Druze, Ahmadis, and lots of religious and Samaritans all together to bring peace and to bring the people together and to remind the people that the purpose of creation is much more higher than conflict and killing and war. So this is, and I am honored as the third generation as peace builder and bridges maker between nations in the Holy Land. And the Abrahamic Reunion, it's an organization that started their works in the Holy Land 25 years ago. And I honored to be the Israeli programs director of the Abrahamic Reunion in the Holy Land. I'm living now in Sarasota, USA, and working with Rising Tide as interreligious and interfaith dialogue facilitator, expert. I'm flying like three times a year to the Holy Land, doing lots of programs, especially this time, the tough time, and to bring hope to the people, to strengthen the people, and to bring the people together always during the most difficult time we ever doing. So we ever expert in the Holy Land. So thank God that we are so active in the Holy Land, and lots of people and the public. Unfortunately, the extremists right now taking over power on all sides. And there are few people who are trying to drag the whole situation and the whole people to the unknown, to where the people don't want to go. Most of the people, they want to live, they want a peace, they want a quiet time, and they want to know each other. So we're holding the titles always in the Holy Land, knowing the other. In all of our programs and everywhere, we calling the people to know each other. When they know each other, they stop fighting. Most of the people don't want to fight, and the people who want to fight, half of them, because they don't know the other, from fear, from there is no knowledge, nothing, so they're afraid. And when we start to talk with these people, they start understand and realize and go back to their humanity. So this is the most important thing that we are doing always, to talk to the people and to talk and to have a dialogue and to teach and to educate people and to make them feel themselves first of all, because the Sufis always says, if you want to know your God, you have to know yourself first. And if you want to know yourself first, you can look to the eyes of the others and you can see yourself. You can feel the hearts of the others, so you can feel yourself, and then you can know your God. Thank you so much.
There's a question that's actually come in. Quite a few people are thanking you for your work and your family's lineage. Susan writes, thank you for your perspective. We are all so concerned about the Holy Land, and it's wonderful to hear a peacemaker. And Dr. Laura is asking you if you think that the global flotilla has any chance of actually making it to Gaza with humanitarian aid.
So, I think I miss you. Can you again, please, just repeat that question?
Dr. Laura is asking if you think that the flotilla of global aid will make it to Gaza, if you're familiar with that.
Okay, yes, of course. Yeah. I hope we all hope we doing all of our best to bring peace and to we praying. We do lots of programs in the Holy Land, and we praying for everybody who trying to do a peace. Unfortunately, as my dear Phil says from the beginning, that there is a trillions goes to war and to demolish lots of places in the world. One of these places, it's Gaza. But, and there, again, the few people that I mentioned before, I didn't want to, just to say, but lots of people from governments around the world, they supporting this war. So we pray and all support we can do right now for to any movement wanna send aid. It's a praying and to push and push more in the streets for the people to come all together to stop the war. And we saw and we witnessed for a huge demonstration in Tel Aviv and everywhere, Jewish people, Israeli people, who calling for stop war on Gaza. So all what we can do right now, that to strengthen the people and to bring more and more and more people together to push on the governments to stop the war. And we pray and we hope that any aids can make it and can go through.
Thank you for that. Thank you. And I'm excited because you're going to play and tell us what that instrument is, please.
Sure. This is a traditional instrument and so ancient instrument. Actually, they found in Syria a wall a paints about the oud then more than 5,000 years ago. It wasn't the same shape. It was a leather here, but with the time, it's become in this shape and it's a wood from here. It's a string instrument, and it's called oud, O-U-D. In Arabic, oud. It's with the oud, and it's very beautiful sound. Of course, there is lots of stories about the oud, but you will hear the oud right now, and you will let me know what you think.
Thank you.
الأسمار اللون الأسمراني تعبان يا الخي هوى ناداني هواك ناداني
Thank you so much. I'm going to go to gallery view and send you some love. Louisa was writing about how touched she is by that instrument. And Dr. Laura writes, not only does your instrument have a soulfully beautiful sound, but your playing and singing add to this depth. Thank you. Tiara writes, mesmerizing. Eleanor Joy writes, the sound of the oud in your voice takes me to the roots of my heart. So
my pleasure. It's my honor.
one last thing before we let you go is there's going to be a concert tomorrow, which you're part of. It's taking place Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So it's 10 a.m. for our friends here in California. And it's Songs of Hope and Peace. And you're going to be playing as well, along with David Less and others, correct?
Right. Tomorrow we will have a concert, and we will be honored to have all of you with us tomorrow.
And you can learn all about it on Facebook. And I put the Facebook, if you just go to Facebook and then do a search for Abrahamic Reunion, it's the very first thing that comes up on that page. So that's one way to see it. If there's a link for tickets, perhaps you could put it into the chat box.
Just one, okay. Just one last thing I just want to mention. When you was open the screen, there was some photos on the side, on the left side, and this is just one example of our programs. We're doing lots of programs, women's and youth and children's families, and lots of programs to bring these people together and to know about each other and to learn about each other. And this is one of the programs that we're doing right now. There is a huge movement in Israel called Standing Together, which is Arabs and Jewish and all religious together against the war and stop the war. And there is another Arab political party. So sometimes we bring all these people together to also know each other and to cooperate toward creating a real peace in all institutions and everywhere and all levels in the Holy Land.
Beautiful.
So need your support and pray and to be with us. Much love to you.
And again, everybody, I've put it in the chat box, but in addition to the Facebook program, if you go to abrahamicreunion.org, and here's that website. If you go to abrahamicreunion.org, that's where you can learn all about what they're doing. You can subscribe to their newsletter, and there are a lot of things. This is a very significant organization. Young Peace Builders of Palestine and Israel, weekly prayer vigils, messages, interfaith dialogue meetings. There's a lot that's going on there. So again, you'll find it all at abrahamicreunion.org. Thank you so much. God bless you and the wonderful work that you're doing. Truly perfect for us to hear from you on this International Peace Week program. All right. Well, we have another wonderful elder with us tonight. And I'm really grateful that Mary Cromwell is with us. She's been on the show before. And welcome back to the Awakening World, Mare.
Thank you, Scott. I am really, really honored to be back. And I'm humbled to be in the presence of so many beautiful elders. Some of you I've connected with before and others I haven't. I love you, Jyoti Ma and Amanda. It's great to see you on the other side of the screen. And anyway, my love and gratitude to you, Scott, for hosting this all these years. And having me back again.
Oh, my pleasure. And you really represent love of the mother, Mother Earth, Gaia. And your work has been so significant in helping us to connect more to our true mother. I always, as a coach, when people are traumatized or sad that they're not getting the love that they want from the human mother, I always try to direct them to the big mama, Pachamama. Our little human mothers are just like these frail little people. And Pachamama just blesses us with so much love and abundance. The air that we breathe, the food that we eat, the water that we drink. And you have done a wonderful job through your Great Mother Love Earth program and the Thousand Goddesses program to help things. So, what's your message today about peace?
Oh, well, first of all, I want to say my heart goes out to the people around the world who are in the war zones. And what Abdi, I'm not saying your name right, but what your group does touches me really deeply. I mean, my heart is hurting, feeling the pain of those who are in these war zones. So, my message for peace today is I'd like to echo something Louisa said, is ceremony. Ceremony, ceremony, ceremony. And the reason I'm here tonight, and Scott, thank you for having me, is that Mother Gaia, and I'm asking her to give me the words to speak right now because she's talking with me all the time. I've surrendered to serve her. She asked me back in 2016 to start organizing the Thousand Goddesses Gathering. And that has evolved into a global grid of ceremonies around the world once a year. Now, this fall, she landed in my lap a month ago, because this is what she does, to organize something which is pretty out there and it's gotten a bit of flack, but it's called Siren Loving Up Day. And what I'm talking about, and everyone's going to know this logo. Do you see this logo? This is the Starbucks logo. And this is actually a goddess called Melusina. And Melusina and I have been talking because everything is talking to me right now. It's a truly humbling time in my life. And Mother Gaia has asked that we recognize this logo as a goddess who Mother Gaia would like us to love up so that we can manifest a global grid of the goddess all around the world already incorporate a corporate logo that's in 32,000 Starbucks locations in 80 countries. And tomorrow is Siren Loving Up Day. It's actually a launch for a longer term campaign. I have no idea where this is going to go because Mother gives me the breadcrumbs. And she landed this in my lap, as I said, a month ago. And I want to share a little story because as soon as Mother said, this is what you need to do, and mind you, this is a month before the actual or another global grid called Water Love Day that Mother's asked me to do months and months ago, which is the Thousand Goddesses Gathering Water Love Day. The day after Mother gave me this assignment of Siren Loving Up Day, she said, you need to contact your friend Marcia. I have a good friend, Marcia, who lives in Seattle. And so I contact Marcia, and Marcia says that, I said, Marcia, do you know anybody who works at Starbucks? And she said, yeah, I have a friend in the marketing department. I went, okay, bingo. That's why Mother wanted me to contact you. So she contacted her friend in the marketing department at Starbucks, and she sent her friend the information about this event, which is tomorrow. And her friend who works at Starbucks said, wow, that's great. I super love how she's co-opting the divine feminine from the claws of capitalism. Maybe I'll do some ceremonies in the building. The beating heart of you will. Thanks for sharing. Now, as I'm reading that to you, I'm getting all this energy through me because some people, more than a few people, have shared with me, I don't go to Starbucks, I boycott Starbucks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, I get it, I get it, I get it. However, Starbucks is a corporation that has evolved from hundreds and hundreds of years of wounded masculine patriarchal systems, like all of us. We all grew up within these systems. Starbucks is one with us, believe it or not. And a lot of people are going to be like, what? How can that be? But the fact of the matter is that they didn't come up with these patriarchal ways. They didn't come up with these capitalistic focus on profit. This is not something they invented. So the fact that this woman is going to be doing ceremonies to the goddess within the headquarters of Starbucks, to me and a mother, is like, this is one of the ways the divine feminine works, is she comes in sideways and she opens the heart of those who are receptive. And even those who are somewhat receptive, there's still a ripple of love from the divine feminine coming in. And the invitation from Mother Gaia is for each one of us to see this logo. And by the way, the message here in the cup is I love your energy. Because I went into a Starbucks store and I said, you know, I need to tell you something. Did you know that your logo is a goddess? And I'm organizing this Siren Loving Up Day. And I had all this energy, and the mother was with me, and my spirit teams came in with me, who are wonderful, beautiful beings. And the woman who was making my drink wrote this on the cup, I love your energy, because we need the divine feminine big time these days. I think you all know this. We need the mother. We need to bring the mother into our lives. We need to remember that we're loved deeply, deeply by the mother. And one of the ways we can do this is subtle activism, which is doing ceremonies outside a Starbucks store, or doing it at your altar with a Starbucks cup, or even getting the logo off their website. You don't need to buy anything from Starbucks. A lot of people don't want to do that. That's fine. But this is to help heal and counteract all the wounded masculine patterns and behaviors around the planet. So that's happening tomorrow. But you know what? It's longer term campaign. Do it anytime. Tell your friends, this is a goddess. Her name is Melusina. She actually exists, and she's beautiful.
Can you say that slower and put it into the chat box for us? And tell us maybe a little bit more about the goddess Melusina?
Melusina. Yeah.
Melusina.
Melusina. I'll write it in after I finish here. So Melusina and I have been talking, and she gave me this really long message. And first of all, she wants to know that if you Google her name, it's fiction. The stories about her and the French stories of her coming out once a week, and that's fiction. She's actually a very, very, very ancient goddess, spiritual being who's been on the planet long, long before humans ever evolved. And her archetypal energies have to do with balance, with going way deep, because she's a mermaid. She goes way down deep into the ocean waters. The invitation she offers us is to go deep within ourselves and heal our inner, darker aspects of ourselves, because this is what Mother Gaia is also asking us to do, is we need to heal our hearts. We need to open our hearts and allow ourselves to be vulnerable, allow ourselves to be held by the Great Mother if you've no one else who can hold you. Hug yourself even. That's so healing. And she's also about flexibility and play. She's got a forked tail. If you notice the forked tail in the logo, she really does have that. And the tail comes together as one when she swims a lot of times, and that is a metaphor for coming into the oneness. And then she gave me messages to me about how I need to play more, and how I used to be a mermaid in a past life. I mean, she's really fun and she's powerful. And the incredible thing is that Mother Gaia has been activating her to a whole new level, along with some of the other divine feminine ones who are supporting our planet at this time, who are many, many, many beings, and divine masculine ones. Many, many beings are supporting Earth at this time. And so she's actually being elevated at a higher level right now, with all the recognition she's already getting just from the inception of this whole campaign. But she's, but this is where we as humans were the ground crew. When we love from our hearts and call on Mother Gaia and ask her to love up this goddess, and we love this goddess from our hearts, then we are the conduits bringing love forward at a whole other level.
I think it's brilliant. I really do. And that's actually why I wanted to add this on, because look, peace is not hating Starbucks. It's not hating the corporations. It's how can we integrate love and peace and higher wisdom? You don't need to, drink your stuff at Starbucks. You don't have to go in there if you don't want to. But let's hold the vision. And I appreciate the Mayor Cromwells of the world, who have one foot clearly talking to a goddess, about being a mermaid. Okay. That's one world she's got her foot in. But God bless her, she's got her foot in Starbucks also. And I appreciate that. And to be able to walk in both worlds it's an art form, really. And it's a necessary art form. So thank you for that, Mayor.
It's an adventure, Scott, and I have one foot in the world of communicating with Mother all the time, and the nature spirits are yakking with me all the time. And I was just at a garden center, and the plants all wanted to go home with me because they're talking to me. I think there are a lot of us, our aptitudes are opening up because of the earth changes, rising energies. And these are really adventurous times, exciting times, adventurous.
It's really interesting timing. I have a friend visiting me. Her name's Kana. And just before our show tonight, we went for a walk on my property. I live in Grass Valley. And she was going to leave early. And she said, Scott, I got to stay. The plants were all talking to me. I had to come back up here to talk to her client to get ready for the show. And she's still here because she said, I'm going from tree to tree and the plants are talking to me. I mean, that's just happening right now in my reality. And here you are sharing on your end. So I want to acknowledge those of you who have the ability to hear and listen and talk to the trees and the plants and the animals.
I wanna, excuse me for cutting you off, but I wanna affirm what Louisa said, is that it is incredibly true that the trees, the plants are reaching out and they are offering us their love. And trees are they don't just have hearts, they are all love. And as I'm saying this to you, I'm sensing some of the trees because I'm in the forest here in North Carolina, in Western North Carolina, and I'm feeling the trees coming forward, rippling love to me, to beam it out to all of you because they know what we're going through. The nature spirits, believe it or not, nature spirits exist. They're beaming love to us because they see how we humans are really struggling. They have tremendous compassion for us.
I've brought Louisa and Coyote Mob onto camera too, because this is a beautiful conversation. And I'd love to hear what each of you have to add to this beautiful.
Listen, Mayor, you giving me chills, girl. Let me say this. Somewhere on YouTube, there is a video of a performance that I did at St. John the Divine Cathedral some years ago, and the Melusina was the central character in that. We started out as dancers on the bottom of the ocean, right? I was the narrator who took her from being marine to being amphibian to going from the ocean on earth to the ocean in the sky. When you said it, I said, okay, she's up. She's up again. I will definitely spread the word.
Oh, please.
Yes, you are on to something, baby.
Thank you.
You are on to something.
It's just, I'm glad you're bringing all this up because everything's vibrating right now. On all the levels. We just got off a Mother Earth delegation call this early afternoon Pacific time, and Flor de Mayo has been receiving messages, and she was carried off and into a very strong experience with the celestial realm for like up to 12 hours. And what they're showing us, what they showed us, the image she brought to us today that still stayed with me it was like she said they were different shapes of light. Some of them were made of crystal, so there were different variations of these beings of light, but they were descending upon us all right now.
Yeah.
And I think there's the energy is so strong right now. A lot of people, myself included, I'm stumble around a little because I feel like something's got us and is holding us at this higher level. And so I really want to encourage everyone to do what Louisa said earlier: sit and be very still. Sit by a tree, sit out in nature, Take the time to really allow all that is pouring into us right now. And if you think you've got to go to work, don't try pushing through. Really pause and take a moment and let your body rest, let it lay down so it can incorporate all of this new energy that's moving us into a higher, much higher frequency than we as humans have been before. So it's a magical moment. Yes, it's a challenging moment. Ceremony, prayer, these are the ways that I know, Mar, you and I have connected before, because this great mother puts us on missions that we are like, what?
Yeah. Yes.
And then I get to lean into my elders like Yay here, my grandmother's sister, and others that walk with us, and they help me ground and they help me understand the messages that are coming forward. So Peace Day, International Peace Day. Scott, you have stirred up some good trouble.
I want to add something that is not on most people's radar is as I was mentioning, the Water Love Day for 1,000 Goddess Gathering, and the 1,000 Goddess Gathering is based on the Tibetan prophecy that when 1,000 goddesses or Tibetan Taras unite, it will shift the tone of our sacred earth from fear to compassion. And so by this Siren Loving Up Day happening a month before, and this is where Mother is a plan. Thank you, Scott. Melusina is a siren. She's a mermaid. And when we are sending her a lot of love, it's all the mermaids who are receiving it. It's all the mermen. It's all the sea elves. They all exist. And they're priming themselves for the Water Love Day ceremonies around the world, which is happening with the 1,000 Goddess Gathering Water Love Day on October 25th. So the invitation is to all of you. You know, a water ceremony can be taking a glass of water and just sending love to it. It can be as simple as that from your heart, or it can be more elaborate. And the website that Scott's showing has water ceremony suggestions, but we are all one with the trees, with the nature spirits, with the corporate CEOs even, because you know what? We all have beating hearts. Even the trees have hearts. Nature spirits have hearts. I mean, I work with all of them and it's a little interesting. I love them all. Scott, I'm so humbled you had me tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, all three of you. And I love when it all kind of comes together with each of you sharing messages that intertwine beautifully. We've talked about listening to the plants and the trees. Well, I have just been listening to my dog, one bear. She represents the animal kingdom. And she just said, Dad, this is really interesting, but when's Cornflower going to play? So as much as we're enjoying all that you have to offer, she's really eager to move and groove. And we are blessed because one of our favorite moving and grooving, looping artists, the great Cornflower, is with us tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to our beloved brother, Cornflower.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hey, everybody. Just had to navigate some technical. So I'm grateful to be here with you. Thank you for calling me in, Scott, especially on this auspicious weekend, celebrating the equinox and the Peace Day, International Peace Day. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, but you may want to do a quick test just to make sure, because
Okay.
And we'll see Omashar is with
Yeah,
us.
it's only your speaking voice, Cornflower, which is quiet, as we mentioned before, right?
Is that not any better?
No, it's no difference.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that then.
Remember before when we in the green room we had your mic and you had it louder than
Oh, I
put
know
it
what you're
down.
talking about.
Yeah,
Cool,
man.
I did exactly what I did before, and you said it didn't change anything, so I'm not really sure.
Anyway, just shout and we can hear you and we love you, we feel you.
I love you! I love you, everybody!
That worked.
Go.
Cornflower, I think your original sound is off, brother. Cornflower.
Cornflower, something's not happening.
I think your original sound is off. It's still not working, brother. So no sound, cornflower. Cornflower, can you say something, Scott?
Yeah, Cornflower, can you hear us? We're not getting looping.
Your eyes were carved from stars
Oh.
and flame.
I hear him, but not loudly.
No, it's not that. Cornflower.
Cornflower.
No one before.
Can you put him on
has seen the same
group?
Yeah.
We'll try and wave to him.
Cornflower. The looping is not happening. The looping is not happening.
We cannot hear anything at the back. Did you turn your musician's sound off? Because we can hear you doing the top, but not when this music's coming in.
And there's no looping.
You know, it's been happening like this all day. I think it's truly what's descending upon us.
Yeah, it's well, and you know, it's
check 1 2.
We can hear that, and you definitely have your musician's sound on, correct?
Yeah, like I said before, my computer completely shut down and I had to reboot and it wouldn't reboot.
Yeah, okay.
Not really sure why. Let's try it again.
Okay, please.
Keep an eye on us. Thumbs up means it's working. Thumbs down means it's not.
Cool.
Oh,
Video!
another review.
Video!
Woo!
Whoa! Wow!
Yeah.
Hot.
Thanks for bearing with the digital stuff.
It just goes to show that good things sometimes are worth waiting for, Cornflower.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's great to see everybody up moving and grooving and dancing. And
Ditto.
Cornflower is going to close out our show tonight, but I do want to show everybody right now how you can get more Cornflower. And it's his website, of course, cornflowermusic.com. Cornflowermusic.com. Definitely sign up. Make sure that you get his emails, and you can get music. I'm going to go up here. You can get his music, all the different streaming services.
Yeah, Bandcamp is if you buy on Bandcamp, most of the money goes to me. Whereas the streaming services, you can follow me there, and you can hit play on an iPhone that you don't use and let it play over and over again, multiple millions of times in the corner of your house, and that's really helpful. But yeah, buying stuff on Bandcamp is the best way to support, or just telling people about the music or venues or festivals. That's like handing me over $1 million. Word of mouth is the most powerful form because people trust you. They trust your heart. And if you've been impacted by this music and you share it with someone you love, they listen to you. So that's one of the greatest gifts, is sharing it word of mouth from our hearts to everyone else's hearts.
Well, I'm going to read a few of the comments that have come in. Eleanor Joy writes, thank you, dear Cornflower. Ayada writes, oh my God, Cornflower, we missed you so much. It's so wonderful to have you back. Please, please, please keep coming back. You're the best.
Thank you.
Dr. Laura put it simply, Cornflower, you rock. And
roll.
Carol Craig is wanting to make sure everybody gets on your email list. So she's promoting that.
Thank you.
And I noticed in one of you talked about like a siren, and so interesting that Mare was just talking about her goddess who could be as a siren. So a little bit of I noticed that's jumped out.
Yes, I love those synchronicities. I'm a synchronicity junkie too, Scott. So I appreciate those call outs.
Love you, Cornflower, and we will see you at the end of the show.
Okay. Love you all. Be back soon.
Thank you, brother. Well, we truly are the Global Peace Tribe. And our next guest is a wonderful example of that, because she's coming to us all the way from Omashar's native country, coming to us from England. And God bless her. It's the middle of the night or early morning there now. And of course, I am talking about our friend, Amanda Waring. And Amanda's been on the show before, but for those of you who don't know her, she is a global peace campaigner, poet, sound healer, activist for compassionate care of the elderly. Isn't that an important activism? She is an award-winning actress. She was working as an actress as a young'un, and she starred in the West End, and she has even sung for the Queen. And she's spoken all around the world about peace and has created peace events. So, Amanda, it's so perfect to have you representing England and Europe and all that's on the other side of the pond.
Oh, thank you. It's such an honor to be here and to be here with fellow mermaids and and sirens. I'm loving how everything is just weaving these. I see it as waves of peace, and I'm feeling today this beautiful. There's a settling. So I think we said in the stilling and the silence, finding that peace. In that moment of grace and allowing that place to come into us. And so perhaps just before I read some of my peace poetry, I I'll bring us into just that moment again after having this amazing, amazing cornflower, just to that moment of peace into oneself. May there be peace in your east and peace in your west. May there be peace in your north and peace in your south. May there be peace without and peace within, as our journey of peace begins, as our journey of love it brings, as our journey of life it sings. And I've been working with many groups, thousands of people around the world, and especially women who have gone through deep trauma, who have lost their voice, who have not been able to find that peace through going through aspects of abuse. And one of the things that I feel passionately about is to awaken the divine feminine, the active call, the rallying cry for all of us as women to come into balance now, so that we counter the child in the in those that are the patriarchy that are at the moment ruling things in a way. And I'm calling in my family poem, We Are Family. Some of you may have heard this before, but if you hear this again when I read it, could you allow it to reach an even deeper part of you and allow the heart ripples, the waves of the emotions of this to reach through your ancestral line and to reach forward 7 generations forward as well. So we activate not only women, but the feminine within the masculine as well. So this is We Are Family. We are daughters and mothers and grandmothers, and we create life. We did not give birth to children to kill, maim, or fight. We say no more devastation and shattered hearts. We implore the governments to become a part of building bridges for peace, no longer chained to the profits of war that only reassure those who live off the ammunition, the smokescreen of battle, the battleground of hate. Make love, not war. We swore to honor our brothers and sisters. We are family. We are family. Drum this to the world. Strum this to the world. Peace is possible. War is impossible. As an antidote to unity, let's become one community where peace is held at its center as a sacred right, where we no longer have to fight for rights to be heard or seen, where a department of peace building allows us to intervene in the ways of tolerance and kindness, moving us from blindness into balance. We are family. We are family. Let's move away from autocracy towards a true democracy, remembering our interdependence and making non-violence a priority. Let's ungun America, shun the dogs of war, restore communication and recalibration. Let's shift into the celebration of our shared humanity, creating a culture of peace, where the vultures who pick at the spoils of war are shown what hands are for, to reach out, brother to brother, sister to sister, father to mother. We are family. We are family. We stand for peace. We dance the release of grief. We cry our pain for those who have lost their lives again and again and again. Oppression, suppression, depression, starvation. Let's move into an activation of solutions, a heart-based revolution. Peace is possible. We have to bring it into being by seeing it in our future. Drum it into life, not drums of war, drums of celebration, not his story, but her story, our story, not glorifying war, but honoring peace and the release of the shackles of blame and shame as we regain one love, one family. We are daughters and mothers and grandmothers, and we are stepping up and stepping in. A rainbow hoop of all colors and all nations, not dying for war, but living for peace, not dying for war, but living for peace. We are family. We are family. We are family.
We're going to go to gallery view. That's
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
beautiful. And as Tiara helps us to learn, we are Global Peace Tribe. We've adopted a new word, which is family, which is a combination of friends and family. So we are family and we are family.
I love that. I love that. Yes, and I have the vision of all of us, remembering, as we said, like the connection with nature, the mycelium, that's reminding us we are family, the whispering of the trees. Everything is sharing that we are one, we are united, and we have this glorious opportunity to give and receive love. And the visions that I've had as a child has always been everybody around the world singing to the waters and singing peace and receiving peace, because if the waters hold the messages, and if we co-create with that divine energy, Oshun, all the words that you choose to give to that living, loving light, then we are singing to the lifeblood of ourselves and this whole planet. And that will be ringing and singing that out, and definitely working with the movement of the whales and the dolphins and bringing in the sanctity of sound and the joy of playfulness. And the recognizing in all of us this dance of where we hold our light. And I'd like to just share, if this is okay, just one more poem, maybe two more.
I was going to ask you if you'd be willing to share at least one more. We could do two more if you want. We love you and we love your poetry.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I think this is part of where we can find peace, is that we struggle, isn't it? We see somebody and maybe sometimes we want to take that light that you see in someone else rather than let it illuminate your own. So this is a poem called Light. You can't touch my light. You can't blow it out. You can't damage it, even when you shout. You can't have my light. It's not yours to keep. It's precious and perfect, pure and true, and the same light in me burns within you, so you don't need my light. You have your own. We are blessed to light our own way home. And one of the things that I feel, I was very blessed to be with Chief Phil Lane, as we were saying earlier, in Ireland and at Dripsy Castle, and sharing some of my poetry and working with these incredible elders, and also working from the future. So the amazing Lucian Tatowski, to look at how we seed the present now as we are bringing it already from the future where it's already happened. So we're almost like time travelers. So one of the things that I wanted to awaken was this feeling of the oracles within us as well. And so I will share this poem called You Are the Oracle. You are the oracle. No, this is not rhetorical, not you in a past life, but you now, fully alive. Because your attention defines and defies convention. You are the intervention, the disruptor or corrupter, the imagination conductor. You are the oracle. For what you see, yes, it will be. Your vision becomes your template, and I do not exaggerate what you hold in your mind's eye can amplify your mission to bring what you choose into fruition. You are the oracle, the world bringer, the soul singer, the bell ringer. With every thought you bring forth your reality. We are the oracles. For what we perceive, we will receive. So let's create magic for all, and through our call, remind one and all, we all are the oracles we have been waiting for.
Oh, and that's so
Ashe.
true. I'm going to go to gallery view one more time.
Amazing, amazing.
Ashe.
I think Louisa has something to share. So Louisa,
Baby, I'm just basking in while she's reading, in my head, I'm putting together a performance of her and two other people I know, and I done threw a dancer in there, and I done put Cornflowers music in there. That's the kind of head I got. Let's do it, y'all.
let's do it, Louisa. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
I'm so with you on that. Thank you, my
Ashe.
darling.
Yes.
Weaving. I'm
Oh,
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm
Cornflowers down for it.
yes,
beautiful.
cauliflower, amazing.
Yes, we can
Yes.
do this. I mean, it's just so natural that, but that's the kind of head I have, you know? It's just,
I like your head.
thank you.
I like that.
It is so beautiful. And the message is so needed right now, right now,
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely. No, thank you for that. I really appreciate that, because I think the peace building, and I was talking about something the other day on a program, which is, we look at leadership, we have to have a different name, I feel,
Yeah,
because leadership has too much trauma associated with it,
yeah.
actually. And I'm calling,
Stewardship.
I'm calling seedership, as in
Okay.
seedership.
Seeding. Got you.
Because we then place seeds around the world, and the seeds so that we can all choose which seeds we choose to
That's
water.
right.
But we are growing your bouquet, we're growing that garden.
Right.
So part of what I'm bringing forward is leadership programs for young women and for women, of any age, and to really honor and recognize the grandmother's wisdom. So yes, let's bring that. And I suppose my final poem was just a very quick one on that point, is that it's so easy to give up, isn't it, sometimes when we think a seed hasn't planted. But if you plant a seed and it takes root elsewhere, don't turn your back. The seed is still there. It's sowing that matters, the courage to try. Nerves may be shattered, but the seed cannot die.
Ashe. Oh my goodness.
We're going to celebrate all the seeds of peace that everyone here and everyone's listening is already activating. It's happening. Peace is here now. Peace is here now. We're just expanding it. We're just sharing it now.
This is so wonderful.
No, thank you.
This is so wonderful. Thank you. Ooh.
I love how excited you are.
Oh, I'm juiced and jazzed, honey.
So beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful.
Juiced and jazzed. Mhm.
Well, for all of you who are jazzed, the way to find Amanda is, I'm going to pop it up here. Her website is amandawaring.com, or you can also email her at amandawaringfilms@gmail.com. So those are the ways to find her I'm going to go to your website real quickly, Amanda. Let me know if there's something new or special that you would like for us to focus on.
Absolutely. I'd love to say. Also, my YouTube channel is Amanda Waring Films, so that has some of my poetry on there, and there'll be a lot more. I do have my book called We Are Family, and I'm just creating the audio version of that. But I do a lot of work with the dying and people that are working with the dying. So some of you may wish to find my sort of album of caring for yourself whilst caring for the dying there. Tomorrow, I'm very, very honored to be part of the Peace One Day concert. So that is Dave Stewart and that is Peter Gabriel and amazing singers and speakers. So it's the largest global peace event apparently that is, again, a call to action for peace. So I've been very honored to be asked to be and share an abridged version of the poem you heard, We Are Family. So do go and have a look at that. That starts at 1 p.m. Peace One Day. And also, if you would love me to come and to your organizations on Zoom or wherever that might be to inspire peace and harmony and the love with this world, then I am really happy to work one-on-one and with corporations and groups. So Mayor, we will be talking about this too. And there'll be more concerts to come, peace concerts. I will be doing something with Gary Malkin in the church in the UK next year, which we're just bringing that into being soon as well. But yeah, please connect, just contact me and explore what the poetry might reveal to yourself as well. And thank you for having me here. Really honored.
Our
Please
pleasure.
tell Gary I said hi. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I will indeed.
Gary was on the show 2 weeks ago. And of course, we're next week. Well, here, I'll leave Peace Day. But since you brought up Gary, our show next week is going to be Gary's big event that he's doing at Grace Cathedral.
Whoa, okay.
So he's doing a big event at Grace Cathedral. And if you want to catch it, come watch The Awakening World next week. And we'll send out the link because that's going to be a different link. We are going to be collaborating with Hubcast. Hubcast is live streaming Gary's big concert. And so we're going to encourage everybody to go to Hubcast for that live stream. And we'll send all that information out to our subscribers. So that's what's happening. And real quickly, since you brought it up, I did find it. I did not know about the Peace One Day event that's happening tomorrow. Wow, there's so many good things happening tomorrow.
Yes, I know.
Which is the way it should be. Like every Sunday should be.
But hopefully we can sort of eke it out because also on the We campaign tomorrow, there is my poetry. I'm doing my poetry there for an event. I think it's at 7 p.m. UK time. So that's the 11 days of unity. And also the work on leadership for the 11 days of unity and caring for the dying.
So do me a favor because that's a lot. And I'm trying to... you're saying one thing and I'm putting on the next. Okay, so
oh Scott, I'm sorry. It's my ADHD.
I appreciate it. If you could put into the chat box one at a time all these different things that are happening. And again, just while we're on it, for anybody who is interested, if you go to peaceoneday.org, peaceoneday.org, you can learn about the Peace One Day broadcast happening tomorrow. And wow, what a lineup. Amanda Waring, of course, is the lead person that we're going to watch that for, but she's joined by Dave Stewart and the Eurythmics, Daryl Hall, Peter Frampton. A lot of our favorite people are going to be there. Jeremy Gilley co-hosted our Peace show about 5 years ago. Yeah, so anyway, lots of people committed to peace, which is beautiful. Thank you, Amanda. We love you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Well, tonight's show kind of evolved when Jayada Ma was on our program, and she only had a few minutes, maybe a month ago. And people were asking, what's the latest message? Because, we had her on the show maybe a year ago showing the Kogi prophecy, which was concerning and distressing. And obviously in that video that we all watched many times, we were shown what the mother needs us to do to come back into balance. And we haven't done that. Clearly, humanity has not done what we needed to do. And if anything, it just seems like the people who are leading the captains of the ship right now are taking us in the exact opposite direction that I know we all want to be going in. That's why we honor Mayor Cromwell and Cornflower and Louisa and all the different people, Chief Phil, Amanda, that you're seeing tonight. So I've asked Charyoda Ma to, on our peace show, really share what's the update, what do the elders that she's so connected with have to say about our future. So with that, I'm bringing back on our co-host for the evening, our beloved Charyoda Ma, to give us a lowdown. Charyoda Ma, you're very tapped in, you're connected to so many elders. What can you share with us?
Well, I want to start by saying, Amanda, your fire is so bright. And when you were speaking it the way you were, I immediately saw Mother Earth saying the same words. I just saw her shouting this out exactly the same, which is what I think she's doing right now through all of our elders that are receiving similar messages, that we must wake ourselves in a present moment and make choice with consciousness. As some have mentioned, she put out a message almost 2 years ago in December, to be 2 years. And when it first came, when they brought it to me and gave the message, and then we put it up on film. So then we took it back to them to make sure we had captured that message in the way and the feeling that they wanted it to do. And we did. So then they said that we must send it to Dubai because they had been invited to send a message there where the world leaders were working. And we had just come off of a time when they were laying down prayers all across Greenland and Iceland. And they were at the volcano there when the volcano was about to erupt, but they told everyone way before it did that she was about to go into great movement. 2 days after they got home, lots of earthquakes went across Iceland and the volcano went off. Now, something that was a part of the message for me in the way the mother was giving her message, they said that what the volcano was telling us is when I erupt, when I go into my movement, my lava can go under your houses if you're listening to me, or over them if you're not. She really, really, really wants for us to listen and wake up to the urgency of the moment she's in, because she's in an evolutionary ascension moment. And it's a powerful moment. And as she said on that mother's message, I've waited as long as I can, but the maladies continue to be put on me. I must make a movement for myself. If you do not pay attention to the mother need right now and support the original people, for I'm giving them the messages of what I need to heal and move more gently for the human beings here. So what the Kogi prophecy has said is that they told us when we were gathered in a small group in 2013 that the great cleanse of 13 years was opening. And if you look back at this last 13 years, you see the great cleanse. The deeper it went, the deeper it scrubbed us, the deeper it shook things into the light so we could see them. And now this is the last of the 13th year cleanse. This is when the ending, they say, will fall into the beginning in 2026. And they stay informed by watching the ending as it falls down, but stay focused on that which is breaking through. And that which is breaking through are carried by those individuals and organizations and initiatives that are embodying their original principles of love, reciprocity, collaboration, unity, heart. All life is sacred. Now, they've just contacted us again, and I want to just take a moment and say, well, I was there this last summer. I moved from the Black Hills where my sister, my grandmother's sister, Loretta Afraid-A-Bear Cook, and her husband, Tom, held their Sundance, where they were doing significant things to pass the ancestral wisdom onto the youth. And when I went directly from there to Colombia, they pulled us to the top of the world because the elders were getting so old they couldn't come down. And they had told me years ago that their original days, there were 9 sacred staff that carried the coding and the protocol for all of creation. And out of those 9, there were 2 left. And one was the Father. And the 8 staff that they worked with for 4 years brought those 8 staff to sit beside that Father for 9 months. And then they brought us all to the top of the world for us to hold these sacred staff. And now, for the first time, they have the sacred staff in all of their territories, starting September the 15th, and for 15 days. They are running high ceremony in the La Sierra Nevada of Colombia. They are entering in their sacred dance. They are operating and opening and listening to the instruction of the gold, for the gold is trying to speak right now and bring us into that golden age. They are doing practices to protect the La Sierra. When they do this in the heart of the world. They have us assisting them in restoring a 9-part broken body that they say is a golden body. And when that golden body is fully restored, it will begin to vibrate and it will move its healing energy through all the sacred territories around this Mother Earth. Everything they're doing in the La Sierra right now is for all of us. The heart of the Mother is beating and sending impulse and instruction. So we're in an amazing kind of moment. Amazing kind of moment. What I watched was that they were now selecting the youth that will go into the caves for 17 years and receive this instruction from those original staff. So they too, along with many other original people around this planet, through the solstice and the summer, pass through ceremony in ancient old ways, these ancient traditional ways, so the thread will go unbroken into the new dawn. What I saw was the root of the tree of life has opened itself through that original protocol moment and is pouring itself through the youth to the foundation of a new dawn. So it's in movement. It's already opened. We're already moving towards that space. Now they tell me that they're preparing another message as we work with them collaboratively in our own territories. I invite everyone here to offer a ceremony in your own, on your own land, in your own space, either alone, with community, however that comes to you. Activate it now. Let's join and unify so we can empower this part of the choosing. And then, the end of this time, they're going to be sending me another message. I don't know what form they will want it in, whether it's a video or something else. But as soon as I have it, as I mentioned to Chief Phil a while ago, and to many of you, Scott, Unity.Earth, there were many that came up in when I was about to send it, Some people around me said, Jody, you can't sing that. It's just going to stir up a lot of fear. So I try to listen when people are talking. I'm trying to listen and stay awake, not get in the way of whatever Creator's needing to go forward. So I talked to one of my elders, and she started to laugh, and she said, then let them be afraid. Tell them it's time to embrace that fear because it's been paralyzing us for much too long. And then when I pushed the send button and sent it out, and it went viral. And then many, many of the original people started to connect with us and said, oh, thank you for doing this because we're getting the same message and we can't get anyone to listen. So we're here in this moment. We can't wait another year or 2 years. We need to understand the urgency that the move. It's kind of like if I were at 9 months and I was started my birth and I feel my contractions, and then all of a sudden I tried to make it stop. It wouldn't work. And it's not going to work for Mama Earth either. So I am inspired that I want to take a short prayer and just give thanks for this day of international peace, for this day of collaboration, for this day of the jewels that are in the weaving of this great life here on this Mother Earth have given voice tonight. Creator, I'm sitting here on the sacred territory of the Pomo and the coastal Miwok people, and I'm giving you so much thanks, gratitude for the morning star. When I went out on my porch this morning to speak, call that day, that morning star, call the sun, and sun brought the light so we could take a deep breath, a shared breath on this planet, and open ourselves so the light could pour within, and we could walk more consciously, more softly with this Mother Earth, that we will listen to her more deeply. For through her prophecies and through our original caretakers, she is bringing to us the instruction for the time. Can we listen? And once we listen, can we embody that instruction? For then we won't think about it. It will just merely walk us into the new dawn. Creator, tonight, I got to be inspired by music that brings the light. I got to be inspired by poetry that shouted out a truth and a ringing of a bell that I felt all the way through my system. I got to hear how all the plants are moving underneath us and around us, and the intelligence of this Mother is speaking in every form she can. Are we listening? Creator, I got to see inspiration put its coat on with many of those that sent their messages through that chat line. I got to see the inspiration that drives Scott as he carries this mission for you, an awakening world, and all that's gathered to herald that into manifestation. I got to experience, Creator, the wisdom of elders, Chief Phil and Uncle, as he spoke about, who wanted to be here and couldn't be here tonight. Or Milo, that is traveling and can't get the Wi-Fi to collaborate with him. You've chosen where you need us to sit. And I trust that now. I see how you are the most amazing alchemist of all time, and timing is the element. I've come to know that over 40 years because I can sometimes let my little self ramble around and make excuses and negotiate, and then I hear your stern voice, which lets me know the timing is now. Get over yourself, get on with yourself. And so I do. And I'm so thankful, because the weaving of your plan has been so magnificent. Over all these years, I've watched you time things years ahead of when I could have ever thought it would be. I've watched you bring into awareness things that were never in one's mind. I've watched you listen and move through the hearts of the many and help us applaud our diversity. I've watched those that are in some of those war-torn countries show us the power of courage and heart in very devastating moments. I remember Yeye. I remember one time when we were talking about these times, Creator, and I remember what she said. She said the manure is being made right now, but we carry seeds. We must plant them deeply in it. We have moved through cycles like this before, and many here have put on their skin to be in service to it again. For this is the great turning. We're moving into 26,000 years of unity, where for the first time, as many of my grandmothers have told me, for the first time, we will fully manifest ourselves as human beings. Let me honor the moment of grief that I may feel, we may feel, as something old lays down and something new is rising. We're going to sing in that Grace Cathedral with a resonance that will bring the harmony of many voices together as we rise as one, as Gary says, in the vision you gave him. You've given vision and insight and inspiration to many, many sitting circled here at this fire. This fire has been bringing a bright light for many years, and it will for many more. And for this, I give great, great thanks. I ask you one thing, Mother, before I close tonight. Might you look at every heart that's circled here, and might you lift whatever is heavy, just lift it up and let it go. Let us leave this session of inspiration tonight with our hearts open and our minds still and our feet walking gently to bring no harm. I give you thanks. I give you thanks. And great grandmother, the one that dreamed it all into being and is still dreaming it now, I give you thanks. And so it is, and so it shall always be.
Thank you so much. So beautiful. So beautiful. And if I have a religion, it's gratitude. So I so appreciate how gratitude is the core of your prayer. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock Pacific time, you've got a community call. Please tell us about the golden body.
Well, as I was sharing with you about this golden body that we've been put into service to tend to and to bring it fully together by 2030, we're going to have the first call on the fountain. The fountain has been constructed by the instruction of the mothers through the mamos for over 13 years. She literally made this instrument. We were her feet. We caught the instruction. We walked it out. We held ceremony of gratitude for what we learned. We went back for the next level of instruction. And so she prepared this tool called the Fountain for Natural Order of Our Existence, and is utilizing us now in this work with the golden body. So tomorrow we're going to have our first community call with the fountain, because we've joined Patron, Grandma Luisa, and many of you have inspired us. And we're now to give more voice to this and bring more of the community, a sense of community here, as we are all in service right now to what the mother needs. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, I think it's going to last an hour and a half. We're going to have Adriana and Franz, who are part of my team in Colombia. They've worked in the La Sierra for over 26 years. They're my family, and they have a brand new little girl named Flora. So I'm sure she'll be there too. And then Zara Indigo, who is the executive director of the Fountain, will be hosting us all. And we're going to dive in and tell you more of the story of how this got put in motion and what we're doing now and what it means to because we're entering a period of interrelationship. The place where the golden web of life is going to be fed and grow more bright in itself. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to bring some of the teachings of the Kogi, of the Kagaba. And I think Scott is going to put the link in the chat. So any of you that want to jump on, please do. We'd love to have you, and we can have a longer discussion. And we are open for all people to join and be a part of this walk. It takes the many. Many hands bring light work. I love the way that plays sometimes on things.
So here I've put the link into the chat box for our Zoom roomers. For those of you watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can send me use Facebook Messenger and send me your a way to send this to you, your cell phone number or your email address, because there's not an easy website to give to you. And I know that most people watching are watching us that way. Is there a website actually, Jerry?
Yeah, it's really easy. Thefountain.earth.
Okay, so let me hang out. Thefountain.earth?
That's right. That'll get you to our website, and I'm sure they've got probably some more information there for you.
All right, well, give me a moment. Let me see if I can pull that up real quickly. Thefountain.earth. Here we go. It appears to have worked. So here we go. I remember this website. Yeah, we've shown this before. It's a beautiful website. All right, everybody. So here we go. Thefountain.earth. You can learn all about the very deep work that Jyoti Ma and her team are doing. And I'm imagining that if you go
that's the Sun Project, the Golden Body, right there.
Right, here we go. All right.
My relatives.
There they are. They're so beautiful.
They are. They are.
Jyoti Ma, thank you so much for being my co-host.
It's been a pleasure. And, if anybody's in the Bay Area, or if you want to fly in, come join us in Grace Cathedral. I think it's going to be an awesome day. They're going to have a workshop where you embrace grief to bring gratitude from 9:30 till 4:30. And then they're going to have some time to be social with one another. And at 8 o'clock, it's going to open up to musicians and poets and song and prayer. And it's going to spontaneously weave something that none of us that are part of it even know where it's taking us yet. So we've jumped into the great canoe of the mystery. Come join us.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I'm going to put, because I know that most of the people who are part of our, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Um, uh, I might as well announce it now. So next week, when this starts, which is at 7 o'clock, we're going to swing over to Hubcast. So for tomorrow, next week, I'm going to put this link into the chat box. And for all of our online friends, which is 99% of the people watching us, this is the way to watch it online. Just go ahead and go to Hubcast now, put in your email address, then you'll get the link. But of course, any of you that can be there live, I'm still going back and forth between whether I'm going to be at Grace Cathedral or San Diego. So, and we'll talk about San Diego in a moment. But Chariot Ma, thank you so much. Hopefully, I will see you in person at Grace Cathedral next Sunday. And I'm so grateful for all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, for holding such a strong, bright fire.
Oh my God, it's been great. You and Mare and Louisa, Amanda, Chief Phil. It's been an evening to remember. And there's still more. There's still more. We still have an Omashar song, a Cornflower song, and some important Global Peace Tribe announcements. And speaking of the man, you know, there's so many wonderful things to do tomorrow. Wow, what a day. And one of the wonderful things that I certainly want to encourage you to do is Omashar is hosting this event tomorrow. Our friend Larissa Stowe is going to be a big part of it. And to tell us more about it and then do a little ditty, here is my co-pilot, our wonderful beloved Omashar.
Do a little ditty. Oh, I see. Yeah. Play a song.
I'm thinking, Amanda, you know, England. I've got that going on.
You know, there's so much happening this morning, tomorrow morning. You're just going to have to tune in where you feel called, because I want to be in England in Wembley Stadium. I want to be at Jyoti Ma's goldenness, and there's Unity Earth happening, the 48-hour Hubcast broadcast, but also Echoes of One. They're putting on a beautiful day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I do a mini concert at midday at 12 noon Eastern time, and then I host until 3, and then I actually leave the hosting and it's passed over to somebody else, and I drive up the road here to Boulder Center, where the Rotary Club are having a huge event in Boulder, by Boulder Creek in Boulder, Colorado, where there is going to be Native American dancing. There's going to be an hour-and-a-half Omashar concert live, and a gazillion other things. So if you're in the Boulder area, come and see us. But anyway, don't believe in FOMO. You will know where to be. Your heart will call you, and that is it. You know, my heart has already had to just be present with what I'm being present with. So, sound. Grace, is it really quiet or something? Probably, because I'm using this mic.
Your sound is excellent. It's
okay,
loud.
good.
It's louder than
it's all right. It does sound different. But anyway, I'm going to play a song now called The True Ones. And it speaks for itself. Yes, it does. Breathing free again. I love the air we breathe. And as we fly again, I love the sacred sky. Now we we are whole again. I love the way we've changed, with open hearts again. I love the love we are. We are rising, there's no disguising the truth of who we are. With our hearts connected again, now we are the stars. And as we walk again, we know the sacred earth. And as we see again, to ourselves we give birth. And as we feel again, our boundaries dissolve, and free to love again, right from the heart of one. We are rising, there's no disguising the truth of who we are. With our hearts connected again, now we are the stars. And now that we are home, and all is said and done, light can find its way through all the true ones, and broken hearts resolve into the song of life. And the song of life will now be heard by all. We are rising, there's no disguising the truth of who we are. With our hearts connected again, now we are the stars. Now we are the stars.
Such a soulful, beautiful song. So beautiful. I'm going
Thank
to gallery view and
Yeah.
send so much our love and appreciation.
It's just amazing what comes through, because I didn't write it. I can't lay claim to that. It came through me from the one source of all, and that's always my philosophy. Not my philosophy, my truth, the truth. The other interesting thing is that even some what I would potentially call meat and potato musicians, more often than not, they'll say, you know what, I just received this song. Of course, they'll put their name on it. However, they still acknowledge that everything is received from the center of the source of all creation. So thank you.
You know, there's that wonderful quote from Bob Dylan when they asked, how can you write so many songs? And he said, I don't write them. I just write them down.
Right there. Yeah. Exactly. And so it took me a while to recognize that. Not very long, but enough for me to be, I guess, humbled by the truth.
Well, I want to remind people, of course, in addition to tomorrow, echoesofone.com are the details for what Omashar is going to be doing online. And then you can be with him in person. And I hope a lot of our Global Peace Tribe is going to be able to make it down to San Diego for a concert on Monday night, September 29th. Monday night, September 29th. Thank you, Mark Donisovsky, for organizing that, because it's going to be a really, really special evening. Anything you want to add about your concert that's coming up?
Nothing really. I know that there's the San Diego retreat immediately prior to that with a bunch of amazing people, including our Soul Search family. But I just wanted to, well, one thing I wanted to say is I just spoke to Mark today, and his mother is 99 years young, and she's just moved from, I think, a care home into hospice. And so he is now going through that. I spoke with him a little while, and he said, you know, she's ready to go, and I'm good with it. So I just wanted to send maximum grace to Mark Denisovsky's 99-year young mother, who knows that it's time to leave, and is happy about it, according to Mark. So there it is.
And how's your mom doing?
Well, that is another story. Let's not go there. However, she's ailing fast, and the only thing I'll say is that she now doesn't know who's has what children. And I have 2 kids, and my brother has 4, and she mixes them all up, and so her mind is just completely gone. But there it is. There it is.
Blessings to your mom. Blessings to Mark's mom.
And blessings to all mothers everywhere,
all
because
moms, exactly.
it is that which is the truth. And yes, thank you, Scott.
He mentioned, of course, there's a big event, and I think tickets are still available. September 27th and 28th. Look at that lineup. Daryl Anka, the channel for Bashar, our beloved Tangela, our beloved Omashar, our beloved Alan Steinfeld, Shelley Reef, Mark Anthony. I mean, half the people, 2/3 of those people have been on the show. Ken Lloyd, Sarah Brexman. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event in San Diego, September 27 and 28. That's next weekend.
It is.
Coming up fast.
I know. I'm doing my best not to feel overwhelmed, because I've got about 10 things in one week. And so, as I'm not too sure who it was, the Buddhist saying, or a Buddhist teacher said, you know, when you get overwhelmed, how kind of silly that is, because there's only ever one thing to do, only ever, and that's the next thing.
The next thing. Well, the next thing is, I want to remind people that this is a very good time to register and join the Global Peace Tribe. A big thank you to all the people in our Zoom room, because they're subscribed at least for our summer season, but the summer season is coming to a close. And so now is a great time to re-sign up for the autumn season. Or for those of you watching on Facebook or YouTube, come and join us. Go to globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com, and click register for the new season. And that will take you to our trusty registration page, where you can easily join us for as little as $22, and you will get all the Zoom rooms to all of our shows for the rest of the year. We do a show every Wednesday night and every Saturday night. This Wednesday coming up is going to be another Soul Search show. The first time we're doing a Soul Search show on a Wednesday. So come join Tangela and psychics and healers, and your friends, Omashar, AJ, and Tom are going to be with us on Wednesday night. I know you
really, and I'm really happy about that, because they just, their presence makes me happy. So
no, I knew. I said, okay, if we're going to have that, we got to get AJ and Tom.
Right.
So that's going to be fun. And then next Saturday night, we're going to be featuring Gary Malkin's amazing concert with Coyote Ma, Hallelujah Anasuya, so many amazing people. So it's going to be a very, very special event. And so come join the Global Peace Tribe. And one of the wonderful things about Global Peace Tribe is you get to see Omashar with us on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And you get to see special events and special beloveds like Cornflower. And the only way I could imagine closing out such a special show is with Cornflower getting us up, moving, grooving, and dancing into the night.
I just double checked all my settings, so hopefully they're
Okay. Take a quick look and I'll give you a thumbs up. And if
Yeah.
I'm like frantically waving, you'll know.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness. That was
It
funny.
really actually was funny because we're listening to you do what you do when you don't have the looping going
And
on.
it's cool too.
It was awesome. And I'm like frantically waving and almost started speaking. And
I finally got it out of the corner of my eye. I saw you like, I was like, that's not dancing. It was really good.
Well, thank you. And you are such a minstrel of peace. And thank you for being, you and Omashar are both just such amazing men. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I absolutely love Omashar. Thank you again, brother, for being the sound wizard for the Global Peace Tribe and all that you bring to this community and beyond.
Yeah.
I love your music. You're an incredible musician, and I loved what you said about that we're all channels, and I call it the great music. But all of the greats have said that they're just instruments, and there's that quote by Hafiz: "I'm a hole in the flute the Christ's breath moves through. Listen to this music."
Right.
And that's been the underpinning of everything I've done. I'm not even the flute. I'm merely a hole.
Cool. Well, thank you, Ruckus, brother.
You got it, man. All right. So one quick thing I wanted to share. I heard someone say, just about the things going on in the world, and someone saying, about planting the seed, and the seed being planted, and that, I don't know how many of you all are seed planters, like actually growing things, but sometimes you'll plant a seed and you think it's one thing, and then it grows into something totally different, but it's equally or greater in its awesomeness. And I just want to remind people of the law of attraction. When you call forth something into the world, usually the opposite, or the thing that is in your way that you need to clear through and resolve or heal or bring back into the fold and bring home, is what shows up first. And so I feel like what we're seeing right now are the patterns of humanity that no longer serve us, that are in the way of us receiving these things that we're calling in. And so, stay true, believe in yourself, don't give up, keep holding the frequency, because the more we hold the frequency, the more we get clearer and we refine what it is that we need to be doing to contribute to the Global Peace Tribe. So keep it up. May this music be a soundtrack. I love you all. Here we go.
Thank you, Cornflower. That's a beautiful message. Oh, that was a good workout for all of you too. Good to see you guys moving and grooving. Even Charlotte LaFranc is in the house. So thank you everybody for moving and grooving. And of course, we're going to put the spotlight on our beloved Cornflower. It's always so special when you're with us, brother.
Thank you. It's always so special to be with you guys.
Yeah.
We all co-create such magic together, and I think I recorded it. If the digital gremlins from earlier didn't have at my recording, hopefully that will be available, and if so, and it sounds good, I'll post it up on SoundCloud for you guys to listen to.
Yeah, send me that link and I'll pass it on to people.
Okay.
And we asked about mothers. How's your mom doing, Cornflower?
Oh, that's a big discussion, but she's had a really rough couple of months, been in and out of the hospital, and she's now at a rehab facility. It's been really struggling, but she's doing much better right now, and we're all very grateful. And yeah, but it's been a lot. As you know, Omashar was speaking. It's we're also in eclipse window right now, and a lot happens in that time. So everybody, be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself, do your best to show up and be kind with others. And yeah, life is so precious, and we're not promised the next breath. And so getting to be here with you all tonight is the greatest gift. And I'm continually so deeply honored that you continue to invite me in. And Scott, I love you so much and love the Global Peace Tribe, and can't wait to travel all around and see you guys in person.
Absolutely. Well, I've got a place here in Grass Valley now where you can come. So we'll definitely do
Yes.
some great things. And until we get a chance to see him in person, remember you can get his music by going to cornflower.bandcamp.com. Cornflower.bandcamp.com. That's the place to get. Which of these beautiful children of yours would you most recommend for the Global Peace Tribers?
Wow. Well, I would say probably the best concert set that's currently up there is the All Aboard the Vision Train. That is absolutely fantastic. But if you want to drop into an ecstatic dance, the top one, the second one on the top, the 8/3/2024 live at Samasati Sanctuary is really lovely. And then the 10/31/2023 Rochester, New York, Barefoot Boogie. That was a Halloween show. That was really awesome. But yeah, the singles, LFG, Journey into Sound, and Earthseed right there are all very special drop-ins. And then the Soul Village is also a great ecstatic dance on the left there.
I'm gonna get right now the Samasati one because Samasati Sanctuary are my good friends, Vineet and Raj. So
Such dear souls.
they're
I'm so
very-
grateful for them. Thank you for connecting me.
It's a beautiful family. I love you, Cornflower. Thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
Hey, I realized that there was one more really important announcement I had promised to make, and that is that you can get your own peace poll. And I'm going to show a couple of things. Our friend Becky Suzik talked about it. To find out how you can join the worldwide network of peacemakers, getting your own peace poll, becoming a peace pal, even doing virtually, go to worldpeace.org. Worldpeace.org. And that's how you can get your own peace poll. Another way to do it is we've got this little QR code here, which I'm going to show you. So get out your trusty cameras, and if you take a picture of this QR code, Omashar, is it showing up okay?
Yeah, it's just fine.
Grab your cameras, take a picture, and learn how you can plant a peace pole. This is a virtual way to do it. And I'm very proud of my peace pole. My friends that came to visit me today, first thing they noticed was the peace pole as they drove up my driveway. And I was like, I said, hey, you can get your own peace pole. So anyway, this is a wonderful thing for us to do. And of course, what's nice about the peace pole is it reminds us that every day is peace day. Every day is Earth Day. Every day is peace day. And that's why we are the Global Peace Tribe. So this is kind of like our Christmas, our International Peace Day. I will see you all hopefully on Wednesday night for another gathering with Soul Search psychics, healers, AJ and Tom, Tangela, and special friends, and of course, Omashar. And then next Saturday night, a very special show, which will be primarily featuring the We Rise as One concert happening in San Francisco with Gary Malkin, Chayori Ma, and many other wonderful people that we all love. You'll get an email with all the details, and much love. Also, keep an eye out, subscribers. The email of last week's recordings I'm going to send out. We edited, thank you, Connie, edited Andrew Harvey's kind of closing speech. And so I'm going to send that out. And this was a very dynamic, beautiful speech. And Andrew sent me a lovely email thanking us all for the tribute last night, or last week. It really made a big impression on him and was dear to his heart. So we're doing good things here in the Global Peace Tribe. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go to gallery view one last time so you can all wave goodbye and smile at each other and see all the people that are still awake, even at, oh my God, after midnight for you East Coasters. Time for me to go get some dinner. Much love.